Okay, so what I would like to do, for those of you that still have your binders closed, you should probably open them, because I've had this up on the screen for quite a while now. So you should have at least by now, Riley, gotten the idea that perhaps you need to get this handout out. Because guess what? That's why it's up on the screen.
Which handout?
Okay, so here we are in example number 4. A truck has a mass of 1,800 kilograms. It's an ice cream truck. You don't have the ice cream truck on yours.
No,
I
it's not.
apologize. How much force will the engine need to accelerate it at 1.75 meters per second squared? The friction force on a paved road is 250 newtons. So I'm going to draw a free body diagram here. I'm going to use my truck.
I did not get this
Okay.
sheet.
You should have. I'm going to draw this free body diagram here. We're going to have an applied force like this, and our friction force, remember, always opposes motion, so it's going to be backwards like that. So what are we looking for? How much force will the engine need to accelerate? I'm solving for the applied force, right? Which one has applied force in it? Well, F net is equal to FA plus FF. But I know the friction force. I'm solving for the applied force. Do I know the net force? I do not know the net force, right? So what am I going to need to get the net force? Well, I could use, I need to find it. F net is equal to MA. So in other words, that's the first formula that I'm going to use, right? That's the one I'm going to start with. So F net is equal to MA. What are you doing, Chris?
Bringing my calculator out.
Okay, so I got 1,800. The required acceleration is 1.75. Notice how I've got my formula. I substitute, and then what do? Multiply. Riley, are you getting this down?
This will last.
Are there any after it on that sheet, Riley?
3,150.
Hey, he wasn't sure.
3,150.
Wait, is that 1 point?
Relative to this.
All right, next up, we're going to do
So now what do we have?
F net is equal to FA plus FF. Now, do I just take 3150 and add 250 newtons? Is that right? Or sorry, do I just subtract 250 newtons?
Yeah.
Really?
No. No.
So what I should do is,
Go slower.
you're just saying I should go 3150 and subtract 250 and get, what's that going to be? 2,900. Is that what I should do?
Probably not. I don't know, maybe.
Why not write it?
I get it right. You need to play the formula and then you look it up. Adding 250.
Write the formula. This is the best example I can give you for why writing the formula is important, because if you did that, you would get it wrong.
Add it. Add it.
I want you to put that mistake on there.
Oh.
Don't do that. Leave the mistake, cross it out and say, don't do this, because that's wrong. We're now going to write F net is equal to FA plus FF. What did I just solve for? 3150. Put the 3150 right below F net, because that's the net force. What are we solving for? We're solving for the applied force. Now the friction force is 250. I thought, Riley, you said when I take it to the other side, I end up adding it. Should be negative 250, exactly. Why is it negative 250? Opposite direction. Okay? The reason I'm making these mistakes is to show you the common mistakes that students make. Okay? Write the formula, show your work. If you do that, you won't make these mistakes, because when that minus 250 goes to the other side, it becomes plus 250. So it's 3150 plus 250 is equal to the applied force, or 3,400 newtons. 3,400 newtons is my applied force. FA is 3,400 newtons. How can it be more than the net force? Does that make any sense? Yeah, stop and think about it. If the applied force is 3,400 newtons and friction force is 250, so in other words, of that 3,400, 250 goes to do what? to overcome friction, and then whatever's left over is what's used for the acceleration, okay, of 1.75. So that is the correct answer right there. Okay, so on the off chance that you completely ran out of problems to do, here's another step. The QR code for the solutions is there. I have them as well. I can put them up on the wall. They should be on Edline. They should be, but I don't think they are, but I will put them there right away. So you have lots of access to them. All of the answers are correct. Again, we'll have a little quiz tomorrow to see how you're doing. So now's a good time for you to say, Mr. Bennett, I don't get this stuff, and for me to give you some help. So
This one's scrolling down too.
Yeah, it just keeps moving down.
Yeah.